Jay Sandos back in very special pregame show. We talked to Dr. Dick Sanders a second ago. Now Dr. Brian Noland, president of ETSU. And Doc, first of all, it was a big day. I know one of the big things is engagement. We'll talk about it across campus, but another thing is engaging the past. And you're able to meet a bunch of alums today that are either from the Tri-Cities, have moved down here to Atlanta, or from the Atlanta area and still living here now.
Hey, Jay, it's been a great day to connect with alums across the greater Atlanta metropolitan area to share the spirit of ETSU. People are excited about the things that are happening across campus. They're excited a chance to come together as a family and celebrate. Shared a lot of old memories. Met a lot of individuals who have very fond memories of their time in Johnson City, their time at ETSU. It's a great day to be a Buccaneer. We had a big win here in the first part of the day, and I look forward to the women following suit.
We had a bunch of those folks made it over from Ella Mushroom over here to watch the contest. Always good to get them engaged and then come see a win. One of the most interesting jackets, of course, over there was a dusted-off ETSU football jacket. And, of course, that's the one thing we asked Dr. Dick Sanders about when he first sat down. That's the as he said it, the 500-pound gorilla in the room. And that's obviously something that when you first got here, you open up the door to look at it with the 125. And now, if you could take us through how that's going to kind of move forward over the next month or so.
Well, as you know, the task force for athletics, chaired by Judge Ked Bailey, brought forward a recommendation to start a football program at East Tennessee State University. That recommendation was presented to the Committee for 125 in December. We will now begin the process of conversation across campus. Students return to campus on Thursday. I had a little bit of snow on Friday that made things interesting. But we will have an in-depth conversation as an institution over the course of the next month and a half. And from there, if it is the will of the students, faculty, and staff, and the community as a whole, because we're going to need everyone to come together and support this. If we're going to do it, we're going to do it right. But I anticipate that by late February, early March, we're going to have a pretty big announcement.
When you look at the students' part of that and engagement, that's one thing that has been trying to change ETSU, a regional college, and of course, no picking bones about it. It was a suitcase college when I was there. I moved across the mountain and I stayed on campus, but a lot of people stayed there Monday through Thursday. They left. A lot of improvements with the dorms. Then you're looking at some more things on campus, the green spaces and such, to make it a place where everyone would want to stay. And obviously athletics is an integral part of kind of integrating all that together.
All of it's about changing the conversation. How do we raise the bar of expectations for ETSU? You know, we have 2,900 students who live on campus. If you were to draw a mile circle around the institution, that number grows to an excess of 4. So how do we build a community that is engaged with our students, that's engaged with Johnson City, so that our students are on campus through the weekend? How do we bring into the fold the arts, be it from a marching band to what's going to occur in the new Performing Arts Center, so that our students are not wanting to go home because they don't want to miss out on something on campus. Our goal is to ensure that more of the students who begin their college experience at ETSU walk across the stage within 4 or 5 years, shake the president's hand, and receive a degree. That's what it's all about. And football, marching band, basketball, performing arts, the whole 9 yards rolls up into building a sense of excitement across campus and changing the conversation about ETSU.
Does it have to be 4 years? It took me a little longer. I'm just making sure you're not narrowing me down to 4 years.
I'm not going to tell you how long it took me, but 4 years is the goal. But I don't care if it's 4 years or 10 years. We want our students walking across the stage and receiving degrees and looking back and saying, that was the best time of my life. Because if you're engaged as a student, you're going to be engaged as an alum.
Let's talk about, and I know we're talking athletics obviously because we're an athletic department, but it is a situation with academic. I know the Arts Center, when I first got here, that was something, being a broadcasting major. Now the broadcast department has an actual high-definition studio that we built, but before that was going to be
Wharf Pickle. It's a beautiful facility.
And we were trying to integrate that into the Arts Center, but that's something else that also will help bring in, because so much stuff on campus. When I first got to campus, I mean, my dorm isn't even there anymore. But basically, since I was a student, the library, the CPA, Buck Ridge has gone up. The married student housing's been changed up there. Now Governor Centennial. And now you look at an arts center, basketball arena, if that's kind of reworked or where that's going to be, if a football's in town. All that's got to be kind of all in one as far as getting the students kind of engaged in around campus and a reason to come to campus and stay at campus.
It's all part of a package. It's part of a package of providing co-curricular activities and opportunities for our students to get engaged. How do we take what they're learning in the classroom and apply that in an outside setting? How do they have opportunities to test their horizons and get engaged in the life of the mind? So rather than watching Broadway, lectures, etc., pass us and go to Knoxville or go to Asheville, how do we get that in Johnson City? How do we increase the opportunities for our students, both in the classroom and outside of the classroom, to have a well-rounded college experience? All of those pieces are starting to come together. You see it with the green space, you see it with the parking garage, which will begin to push traffic from the center of campus outside to a peripheral area. You see it with the Performing Arts Center. You'll see it with conversations about a convocation center. You know, the Dome is a unique building. It's a building with a rich history, but is it a building that meets the future needs of the university? These are the types of questions that we've been asking through the 125 process for the entire fall semester. We'll continue these conversations into the spring. And I encourage the listening audience, I encourage everyone across East Tennessee to get engaged with your university. Give us your hopes, give us your dreams, give us your aspirations for your ETSU, and we'll see how far we can push.
Doc, you're a huge basketball fan. Dr. Brian Noland, President of ETSU, visiting with us here courtside. Jay Santos with you. Lady Bucks will tip it off here in about 10 minutes. Huge basketball fan, big win for the Bucks. Your assessment of the team?
We played hard. As I've said on a number of occasions, I hope that people are patient with us, because with each game you can see us gaining experience, getting a little bit more composed. Played great defense today, shot the lights out. I don't know the last time we shot the ball like this. But I'd like to see us have that consistent effort moving forward. It's a young team. We're setting the foundation for the future. I think they played well. All of us know that we're building towards the conference tournament and the opportunity to win the conference tournament and get a seat at the big dance. The thing that I enjoyed the most today was Kennesaw's AD had that free throw competition against the mayor. I told him double or nothing before the women's game, but he didn't show up.
Yeah, boy, that was some free throw shooting at that. I didn't realize that was the mayor. I feel kind of bad now. Well, he's not my mayor, so
I know Jeff Bandis could take him.
Coach, Doc, anything else you want to touch on before we let you go that I didn't touch on with that you want to get out there?
Thank you for the opportunity to come on air. Look forward to doing it again in the future. Thanks to everyone who's listening for all that you do for ETSU. Stay with us. Be patient with us, because in 2 to 3 years, I really think we're going to have changed the conversation about ETSU. Great things are ahead, and we thank everyone for your support. Go Bucks.
All right, go Bucks. Thanks, Doc. I appreciate it. Dr. Brian Noland, President of ETSU. Again, we kind of got these impromptu interviews, nothing scripted, and I thought they did an outstanding job just shooting off the hip and honestly as they can and candidly as they can. You know, they didn't necessarily give you the exact answer everyone wanted. Not Dr. Sander talked about today that we're going to do research. We're going to get everything. Is it going to work in everyone's time frame? Is everyone going to agree on how we do it, how you allocate funds, and other things? And only time will tell. But we'll keep you posted. I'll tell you what, it was a fun, nice little 10 minutes, 20 minutes, I guess, of our life right there. When we come back, I guess we got a basketball game to talk about.